In a distant land, far beyond the mountains veiled in mist and quiet forests echoing the breath of dawn, there was a humble monastery, and in that monastery lived two monks. The elder, wise, grounded, still like the center of a wheel, and the younger, earnest, disciplined, yet still tightly bound by rules, unsure how to navigate the tangled path of life and virtue. One day, they were sent on a journey, a pilgrimage perhaps, or just a walk from one monastery to another. The purpose mattered less than the journey itself. They walked slowly, barefoot along muddy trails, and with every step, they practiced awareness. But then, something happened. The two monks reached a shallow river, swollen from the previous night's rain. It wasn't deep, but the current ran wild like a beast let loose, and the banks were slippery, covered in silt and moss. There, by the edge of the river, stood a woman, a beautiful woman, dressed in fine silk, staring helplessly at the water, her sandals in hand, her brow furrowed. She could not cross. The younger monk saw her, frowned, and looked away. He remembered the rule: do not touch women. It echoed in his mind like a bell. Avoid all contact. But the elder monk, he paused. He looked into her eyes, eyes full of fear and frustration. Then without a word, he bent down and carried her, gently, across the river. She said nothing, and neither did he. He set her down. She nodded slightly, and they parted ways. The two monks continued their journey, but the younger monk was restless. Hours passed. Still he said nothing, but his mind raced. Why did he do that? He broke the rule. That's not allowed. He shouldn't have touched her. He carried her. The more he thought, the more it burned in him like a hidden flame. The wind rustled the leaves, birds sang, but all he could hear was the judgment in his own mind. Until finally, after 5 miles of silent walking, he could no longer hold it in. He turned to the elder monk and said, "You know we're not supposed to touch women. Why did you carry her?" The elder monk smiled softly, and he replied, "I put her down hours ago, but you're still carrying her." Dear listener, what are you still carrying? Is it a conversation from long ago? A mistake you made? A person who hurt you? A regret that clings to your bones? Are you walking through life with your hands empty, but your heart heavy? The monk carried her only for a moment, but the younger one carried her for miles, in his mind. How often do we do the same? We carry grudges, shame, anger, judgments, old stories that no longer serve us. We think we've moved on, but deep inside, we're still stuck at the river. Let's pause here. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale and exhale, slowly. Now ask yourself gently, what am I holding on to that I no longer need? Not everything you carry is meant to be yours forever. Not every thought needs to be replayed. Not every pain must be rehearsed. Just like the woman at the river, some things only need to be carried for a moment. With compassion, with awareness. Then, let go. Zen isn't about following rules blindly. It's about seeing clearly, responding wisely. The elder monk saw a person in need. He acted with compassion. He carried her without clinging. Then he let go. That is Zen. To do what needs to be done, and then to release. To touch the world but not let it cling to you. Tonight, before you sleep, sit quietly. Imagine yourself standing at the riverbank. Feel the weight on your back, what you've been carrying. Now, one by one, remove them. The judgment, the memory, the voice that tells you you're not enough. Place them down. Whisper gently to yourself, I let this go now. I return to the present. I carry only what brings me peace. So now, dear friend, as you walk your own muddy path, You will meet your own rivers. You will face moments of choice, to cling or to release. And when that time comes, remember, it's not what we carry. It's what we carry for too long that weighs us down. The monk let go. The lesson remains. He carried her, but not in his heart. You've heard the story. Now, live the lesson. Today, may you walk softly, speak slowly, and release what is no longer yours. If this story brought you peace, share it. Like, subscribe, or simply breathe. We'll be here when you're ready for the next tale.